just kind of go through the high points of what Ed Orgeron just had to say in meeting with the media. And we'll start with John Emery. The running back will be out for the year. He was pressed on why that was and said he is just unavailable. Look, I'm not going to sit here and run with the internet rumor of the day. I don't have any information on that. I don't know. But this is something that Emery practiced all camp, was not hurt. The staff found out the week of the game that he was unavailable for UCLA, and they're now saying that he is unavailable for the entirety of the season. This is something off the field, and it appears there's a very strong likelihood that it is something academic, and that is very, very disappointing on whatever level it failed on. And it sounds like there may have been something in the clerical in terms of administration that didn't work out. It's really disappointing.
Yeah, it's just disappointing, disheartening. The people at the Cox building get paid a lot of money to make sure things like this happen. So you wonder what happens. I'm talking too crazy right now. I don't know what happened. So it's just all speculation and rumors right now. I don't know why he's unavailable. I haven't talked to anyone. I just have heard rumors. So let's just stop there. But at the end of the day, it's your starting running back, the guy we had plugged in there to really have a breakout season, to really, help us out in the passing game and really be a difference maker on the offensive side of the ball. So anytime you lose anyone like that, it definitely hurts this team. We saw the struggles we've had in the run game. It'd be nice to have someone that could hit their head on the goalpost from 60 or 70. So this is going to be a tough pill to swallow, but hopefully we can figure this out and possibly get him back.
You've been in at that position and enrolled in school. I mean, the athletes are allowed to pre-register before any of the other students so you can make sure you don't have conflict classes with practice and whatnot. You can set your schedule. This seems pretty avoidable. I mean, I'm not sure how something in terms of the administration goes wrong here.
Yeah, that's what I say. I hope it's not something academic, because if it is, to me, that's just inexcusable. There's so many people there to help the players, from compliance down to the folks at the Cox Academic Building, to the coaches, to your teammates. There's so much help there that you can get. You would think something academic would never happen, especially when you're coming into a season where you're to junior year, you could possibly go to the NFL, you could possibly have a breakout season. It's just tough, man. You don't want to see it. I just hope it's not something academic, but if it is, this can happen again in the future.
So let's stay with the running back spot. A couple more headlines, some newsy things that we picked up from Ed Orgeron. Trey Bradford, very likely eligible and active for this game coming up this week. He would have just arrived on campus this past week. How ready can he be to play after he's been on campus for 10 days?
Yeah, he probably went through that camp, the summer program with Oklahoma. I don't know what type of work they're putting in, but he should be in some sort of shape. Obviously, he's been in this offense last year, so he should have some familiarity with the playbook. So that shouldn't be a big hurdle for him to jump. I think he could play, man. Obviously, probably not 50 or 60 snaps, but you can probably trot him out there for probably 10 or 15 snaps just to spell some of the guys and see what he can bring, because he did impress me last year in that Florida game, just catching balls out the backfield. That's something that we haven't really seen much this year. So whoever can come in there and do that, I think that can definitely help this offense out.
Armani Goodwin, we saw a little bit of him, was banged up, rolled his ankle. Orgeron called him questionable for this game, and I don't think you'll see him play in this game. But what'd you make of him in his first game action?
Yeah, that's something that I wanted to see from these offensive coordinators, from Coach Peets. Find ways to get your guys the ball in their hands in open space, and you saw them run those toss sweeps to Armani, a play we didn't run at all against UCLA. So you got to start doing things like that. Get your guys on the edge. Let him make plays in open space. Kid can really, he has real speed. He can really make guys miss at the second level, and that's what you want to see. Just it seems like this may be one of those years where he's just banged up. It's going to be tough to make it through the season healthy, but if he can get back healthy, I can definitely see him making plays.
I was impressed with the two runs that we saw. You saw the 21-yarder, the one where he came up gimpy on, and he showed his quickness. He showed his burst. That's his game. He's I hate to use labels and whatnot, but he's kind of like a scat back. I mean, he's just a difficult guy to deal with out on the edge, and they got him out there on that edge. So I think when you're struggling the way they are between the tackles to push people around, finding a way creatively to get a quick, fast guy who can make people miss out on the edge is a huge advantage, something that can help you. And I think he's a guy that could help, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to.